Okay, so 5 alive Reborn. The second starts with lunge jumps. So body weight for the first 5, lunge down, jumping up, using the arms to propel you. Okay, I'll kick you off for a good start. Mountain climbers, no hops, mountain hops. So that's press up position, jumping the feet in and out, in and out, back and forth. That'll really get things going, those first 2. Tricep dips. So into a table, bend the elbows, dipping down. As always, use a step if you've got it. Superman. So on your front, you're just going to hold this one, legs up, arms up. Aim to do it as well for the full 45 seconds if you can. Bicycles. So tabletop with the legs, fingers by the ears or interlock by the head, pedaling, turning the upper body, looking over side. That's the first group. Dumbbells for the second group. Front squat to press with a twist. Front squat, press one side with a little twist. Other side. So right arms up, turn to the left side. A little rotation of the core. Okay. Bends over row. Pulling them up. As I said in the first session, change the weights so it's appropriate for each exercise. You won't want to use the same dumbbell for each one. You certainly would use a heavier one for bent over row than you would for this one, the reverse lunge to lateral raise. So as you step forward, raise up. Okay, Renegade Press-ups. So press up and then row. That's basically what it means. Press up, row, row. You can obviously do the press up on your knees if you need to, but then go up onto your toes for the rows, trying to avoid lifting the hips up too high. Keep your core engaged to the floor. And then last one, with the dumbbells, tricep press. This will be a little bit tricky. You want to go a bit lighter for this. So bend the elbows behind you, right way down, and as you press them up, raise up into a bridge. Okay, just do a couple more so you can see properly. Behind the head, press up. Engaging the core and the legs as you bring the arms up forward as well. Okay, kettlebells. Stiff leg deadlift, upright row. Leaning forward, pulling up. Legs are straight, elbows are up high at the top. Side swing. Okay, so something like this. Make sure you've got plenty of space around you. Swing and just cup it, catch it up the top. Really using the shoulder, the arm, the core to swing it across. And maybe just do 5 on each side before swapping. Alright, doesn't matter too much, do what you think's right for you. Figure of 8. So, passing it through the legs. As I just sort of did it wrong there, you can see it's easier to hold one end and then be able to grab the other end as you pass it through. So lots of little squats basically. Pass it through, stand up. Pass it through, stand up. And so on. That's the figure of 8. Two-handed press, so holding it like a goblet at the top. Pressing up overhead. Weighted crunch, still holding it there. Down to sit-up position. crunch. Lifting the shoulders up, breathing out at the top. So just adding a little bit of difficulty to the crunch. Right, medicine ball. Sledgehammer squats, or even slams if it's appropriate. So sledgehammer, sumo stance, wide, and then as if you're wielding a sledgehammer, up and down. And then, as I said, if you've got the space and the gumption, the balls, then have a slam. Great stress reliever. Big arm circles. Around the world. Arms as straight as possible. Have a breather at the bottom, back the other way. Not an easy one this, probably need to use quite a light ball to start with. Split-squat Woodchop. So, chop. In fact, lunge, chop, and back, alternating. Chop. So arms up, lunge, chop to the open side. Okay. Chest press, lying down, pressing the ball up. You will need a heavy one for this. If you can, add the press, make it a throw, even better. Go steady with that one. Make sure it's over the chest, not over the face. Strong hands, strong wrists. Rocky solo, last one. With the med ball. So, like a Russian twist, where you're side to side, but this time you're rolling it round. Half the time going one way, half the time the other way. Okay, and then lastly, gym ball. Split squat, or I guess really Bulgarian split squat, because your foot's elevated. Now, will be a bit of a balance one. You can use a wall or whatever you've got nearby, that'd be a good idea. But yeah, dipping the knee down. I tend to use this power plate to do this one, but obviously if you haven't got that available, you can just do it as I was just doing then. Decline press up on the top. So ball supporting your body weight, up and down. Good way to learn press ups. Obviously the further back the ball is, the harder it becomes. So do what you can. Okay. Plank with knee tuck. So actually that one, those two tie together perfectly, which I should have known beforehand. I could have stayed in this position. But yeah, now you're going to get onto your forearms, and do try and get the ball round by your toes, and just gently rolling the knees, tucking the knees in as you roll the ball in. Once again, that's not an easy one. Give it a go, have a try. 2 to go, hamstring curl, and that means lying on your back, hands flat on the floor, curling the ball in, so that your feet are flat on the top and you're right up into a bridge, slowly in and out. Roughly 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out. Will feel quite crampy on the old hamstrings, that's normal. And then lastly, incline crunch. So same starting position, and this time you're just going to do crunches, but with your legs raised. In fact, aiming for your toes with your hands. If you can get up to them, even better. But don't worry if not, just lifting up the shoulders over and over again is what we're after. Hokey coke. 5 Alive Reborn.